guys, you got 5 minutes left. Just 5 minutes left.
With only minutes to go, Adele runs into trouble.
Adele, you've got about 2 minutes. Pull it together, come on.
A lot of fiddly things went wrong, so I needed everything else to go smoothly, and then when it didn't, I got a little bit panicked at the end.
Adele?
Yeah.
Hold it together, yeah? Keep cooking. Okay, guys, time is up.
Very mixed feelings. I'm happy how I worked today. I'm happy with the ingredients I chose. It's really out of my hands at this stage.
To earn her place in the final, Diana has made a main course of pan-roasted quail, sweet potato puree, beetroot glazed shallots, and wild mushrooms. Her dessert is orange and cardamom panna cotta with shortbread and raspberry sauce.
Did you enjoy today?
I did enjoy today. I put love into my dishes today.
You always do. Do you feel what you're learning
Yes.
has changed?
Yes.
Tell the truth.
I feel that I was more focused on in orders, how I'm going and how I'm doing.
Very pretty dish, very appetizing. Oh, your food is starting to look professional in a way I haven't seen yet. Okay? But as a main course, it is a bit small.
It's nice. I mean, it's light. Maybe there's too much puree with the whole of the dish to really sort of get all the flavors on your palate.
In terms of a panna cotta, it's beneath what it should be because it's not set enough. It's more of a light cream.
It is unfortunate that your panna cotta hasn't set, but there were ways to retrieve that. But, you know, again, it's all down to experience.
Thank you, Diana.
I think I could go home today because of my panna cotta, which is strange because I've done it so many times. If I get through today, you'll be seeing me dancing later on.
I'm happy enough to say that I'm at least the best amateur meal cook in Ireland, and I'll use that to intimidate my brothers. But in terms of the overall competition, I'm under no illusion as to what I'll have to do to get any further. These girls are seriously hot cooks.
Hugh's 2 courses are duck breast, creamed cabbage, celeriac puree, red wine jus, sweet potato fondant, and a duck skin crumble. And for dessert, glazed plum and frangipane tart with a roasted plum, ginger crumble, and a creme fraiche sorbet.
I like the idea when you said you were going to do it at the start of drying out the skin and making some sort of a crumble. You then put lime and salt into that crumble, is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't think lime really belongs on the dish. I would expect better presentation than what's on the plate. That should be beautiful, soft, succulent, medium rare carved duck with crispy skin at this level. And the fondants, I don't think a sweet potato works as a fondant. In terms of the dishes that you've served in the past 2 restaurants, I would have expected a main course coming from you now that looked like something that would have passed over that pass.
How I feel about it is the fact that I think you've used some great ingredients. It was a nice, smooth puree. The leeks are nice. The duck, it is unfortunate that it is a bit, you know, bigger than what you would imagine in a fine dining setting. For you being in this competition at this stage is fantastic. It's a tough, tough day, and everyone has a big chance.
Nice texture, it's not too thick, it's crumbly, but I think it works really well. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit big, the whole thing. I think it lacks a bit of finesse again, but I think that it eats very well. Good job.
Thank you.
The flavor's good on the dessert.
It's a nice ice cream or sorbet, whatever we're calling it. French bun is lovely. There's a nice crunch, and there's nice moisture in there. It's not a bad 2 courses. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Chef.
Thanks.
I'm a bit disappointed, I suppose, with the feedback. I could be going to the exit door, you know?
Idel, I'd like to come up, please.
I haven't done enough because I didn't execute the dishes the way I wanted to. They just weren't the best on the day. But I hope they see something in me and they can, you know, they can forgive.
After her last-minute crisis, has Adele salvaged her pan-roast quail with leek and garlic custard, asparagus, prosciutto and a hazelnut dressing. For her dessert, an orange and almond cake, caramelised peaches, white chocolate and cardamom mousse, and white chocolate crumb.
Were you having a bad day today?
Yeah, a little bit.
But the flavour, which is what it's all about, is it's good. I like the textures. I like everything. There's a bit of crunch and there's sweetness, there's saltiness, and it does have flavour in it. Nothing overpowers anybody. I think it's a nice light starter, and I would be happy to eat more of that. It's delightful. There's loads of flavour in there.
Yeah.
You can taste the orange. It's one of those lovely desserts that you want to finish, and I want to finish it. Unfortunately, I have to share it with Dylan, but thanks a lot.
For me, you've been consistent through the competition. I think you could have toasted your hazelnuts a little bit better. When a dish is as subtle as you cook, it really is a significant difference.
Okay.
So you have a very, very, very special refinement that I rarely see in cooks and in chefs. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're a very refined cook. You should be very proud.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Philip.
I think, you know, when I was getting the feedback from Dylan, I was so worried, and I'd had such a crappy morning in the kitchen that I wasn't kind of able to take in what he was saying. And he was looking at me as if to say, you know, do you get it? I'm giving you a compliment. But no, it was really lovely, really, really lovely to hear.
Okay, Neve.
It's very important to me today that I prove to Nick and Dylan that you can take good old traditional types of cooking, but elevate them to a fine dining experience. And I want to do that today.
Neve is presenting pan-fried wood pigeon with carrot puree, butternut squash, mushrooms, red currant syrup, and a red wine and red currant reduction. And her dessert is floating islands with creme anglaise and caramel drizzle. Can these dishes secure a place in the final?
Are you happy?
I just wish I could crack the presentation thing.
Yes.
Because I'm confident about my flavours.
You know, it's not all bad. You know where you've gone wrong. It's just that, unfortunately, at this stage, you know, there's no room for error now.
I know it.
Wood pigeon. It tastes great. It's cooked beautifully. The dish eats really well, even though it looks kind of, you know, but what you've done here is you've put a dish that's on a plate, and it should have gone in a bowl. Floating island is beautiful. It's light. I love the caramel on top. Little bit sweet for me.
The consistency of the crème anglaise is very good.
OK.
Have some more, please.
You have an excellent talent in terms of being able to put food together in your head, but every component must stand perfect. You should know that because you do have a gift.
You do.
Thank you, Neve.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Steve.
Thank you. But I actually think they're frustrated with me that I'm not getting certain little things. There's nothing worse in life than wasted potential. If I'm lucky enough to be given the chance to do it again, there's no way I want to feel like this, that I've let someone down. So I will not let them down.
Some good, some bad again, but ultimately an improvement.
Very emotional morning. Been a hell of a ride for them.
Idel had a bit of a rough time today, let's face it.
She was definitely rattled. She definitely had a bad cooking day today. For an amateur cook, there's some real talent in that girl. She's an amazing palate. She's an amazing palate in her head. I don't believe that Hugh today his work has been affected. I mean, the duck that he produced was of not the standard that I expected.
We were expecting so much more.
So much more from Hugh. I just don't see how he doesn't see that it should be stronger. It doesn't stand even close to what Diana produced today. I mean, I was looking at Diane's jotter today, and she had everything in detail. She knew exactly what she was doing, and she set about a plan before she went to work. She's a great cook.
Yeah, it was very professional, wasn't it?
She's a great cook. Niamh.
Yes.
For me, again, another cook who knows how to make a plate of food taste great, but my God, she is struggling with how to put it on the plate.
The hardest part now will be to decide who we genuinely believe will produce the most amazing 3 courses for the final.
Yeah. The first finalist is Diana.
The second finalist is Adele.
That leaves us with Hugh and Niamh.
The next person to leave the MasterChef kitchen is Hugh.
Oh, thank you.
Today I didn't get it right, so rightfully I'm leaving the competition today. I would have loved to have been in the final, but it'll be good for my kids to even see, you know, sometimes you don't win and you just have to get up and keep going.
Congratulations, girls. You are our finalists.
You're about to take a culinary adventure of a lifetime.
Your final journey starts in South Africa.
All the dreams I ever had have just come true in a 5-minute period. I was born in Zambia. I've always wanted to go back, and I can't believe that I'm doing it as part of MasterChef. Speechless.